there is within us something that will take us through these times. Because everything that I just said to you about the fact that we have financialized everything in this country, this started about 40 years ago, a little bit more than 40 years ago, with this trickle-down economic canard. It was basically this wool thrown over people's eyes, and the American people sold on the idea that if you just move all the money into the hands of a very few people, the stockholders and the CEO class, that somehow this would be good for them. Because see, what would happen is that all that money they'd become these like corporate, they're these corporate aristocrats. It's like on Mount Olympus somewhere. And these people would be job creators. And then they drop jobs down from their corporate Mount Olympus. You can have a job. You can have a job. And then what it would do is there would be so many jobs created that it would lift all boats. So they would trickle down, their wealth would trickle down, it would lift all boats. 40 years later, it is very clear that not only did that system not lift all boats, it has left millions and millions of people without a life vest. This situation, 70% of Americans report that they live with chronic economic stress, 60% of Americans living paycheck to paycheck, 64% of Americans saying that they could not afford to absorb an unexpected $400 expenditure. 1 in 4 Americans living with medical debt. Tens of millions of people living with thousands and thousands of dollars of college debt. Half of our seniors living on $25,000 and less a year. 1/3 of our workers living on less than $15 an hour when that's nowhere near a living wage in any major city in the United States, and they cannot find a place to live. And you're going to run for president in 2024 and tell us that things are really good. Let's just go in there and finish the job. Anybody who thinks that that's the way to beat the fascists in 2024, I disagree with them. I disagree with them.